Close your eyes and take some long and slow deep breaths. Inhaling fully, holding for a moment, then exhaling. Continue to breathe like this in your own time. Each time you exhale, really consciously let yourself relax. I want you to try to bring to mind something that you're grateful for. It can be a pleasant experience you've had, spending time with someone you love, anything at all. Once you have that memory in your mind, see if you can remember the details surrounding it. The colors, shapes, smells, sounds. How does it make you feel? Warmer? Does your heart beat faster? Do you feel happier, relaxed, or at ease? When you've identified your feeling of gratitude, take a few more long and slow deep breaths, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Well done.
Good morning, everyone. My morning went a bit high-pitched there. Our candle is lit. What did Jesus say? That's right. I am the light of the world. Welcome to today's collective worship.
It begins with a sense of what it should be like. Beautiful, accomplished, elegant, perfect. And it is so exciting. You wake up, bounce out of bed, full of hope and energy, and you settle down to work. In your mind's eye, you have such a vivid idea of what you want your masterpiece to be like. You work and you toil, harder than even you could have envisioned. And you take a step back from what you've done and realize things aren't the way you'd hoped. Let's put it more brutally, it's terrible. And you're disgusted by what you've achieved. And the only thing you can think about is the terrible gap between what you wanted to do and what you've actually done. And it seems your taste is well ahead of your abilities. You run away in distress, maybe into the arms of someone who loves you. Or perhaps you choose to sit alone, where you contemplate your own profound mediocrity. Look at you. You're no better than that little guy. At least he works hard. You're so sad. You've gone back to bed. Problem is, this is too easy. Despair is cheap. The first rule of anything creative, forgive yourself for the horror of the first draft. Don't hurry. Do a little bit every day. Keep a timetable and stick to it. Work without hope or despair. And you work like this for days, months, years, even decades. And eventually, one day, your talents will catch up with your taste. And you'll have done something in line with your expectations. You might even be a little proud of yourself. And who knows? Maybe the rest of the world will be a little bit too. So just keep going.
What does the word potential mean? In the dictionary, it's defined as something that has not yet developed but is able to come into existence. That's what potential means. Something that has not yet developed but is able to come into existence. I'm going to show you some images of various items, and I want you to decide, using the definition, what potential each thing has. Okay, so let's start here. Let's start with some seeds. What potential do seeds have? Now's a good chance to pause the video and have a think and a talk. What potential do seeds have? Some types of seed have the potential to become flowers. What would happen to a seed if it was never planted or watered? A seed can only fulfill its potential to become a flower if it's planted in the correct place with the right conditions. All right, let's try another one. What potential do candles have? Now, this is another good chance to pause the video, have a think, and talk to the person next to you, around you and your teacher. What potential do candles have? Candles have the potential to give out light or even small amounts of heat, but they can't do this unless they're provided with a flame. Okay, so speaking of flames, what potential does a flame have? Talk to the person next to you, around you and your teacher. What potential does a flame have? Flames have the potential to do good and bad. They can give out warmth or be used to cook food, but they can also cause great devastation. If you look at this picture here, this shows the artist's impression of the Great Fire of London in 1666. And this picture shows the devastation caused by the Australian bushfires in early 2020. I want you to think about yourselves now. See, you too have great potential. In school, you're provided with good conditions to grow and fulfill your true potential in life. However, it's up to you to work hard, take hold of any new experience that you're offered, and make sure that in the future, you are the people who you are capable of being. We saw this word at the beginning of our collective worship, potential. Potential is something that has not yet developed, but is able to come into existence. I want you to think now inside your own heads about the following questions that I'm going to ask you. Allow yourself a few moments to consider each one. Give yourselves time to think about each one. Which things do you enjoy doing most? Which things do you enjoy doing most? Which things do you find easy? Which things do you find hard? Are there any areas where you need to try a bit harder? Can you decide now to try to do your best in all that you do? And while you're still and while you're thinking, you're welcome to carry on looking at the candle flame, or you can put your hands and your eyes together. We're going to share a prayer. Dear God, thank you for each new day. Thank you for giving us so many gifts and abilities. Please help us try hard in everything that we do so that we can achieve our true potential. Amen. Well, that concludes our collective worship for today. Remember, work hard, be kind, look after yourselves, and there's still time for me to see you around school.